Hi, I'm John Stewart, Chief Investment Officer of Farmers Trust Company. This is the Investor's Edge.
The Investor's Edge, Market Insights with John Stewart, is brought to you by Farmers Trust Company.
Hi, I'm John Stewart. Welcome to the Investor's Edge. First up, the week in review. Oil rising again. Oil prices are on the move again, up roughly 10% in the past month or so after falling for several months prior. And many reasons are being cited for the move higher, with the most headline-grabbing being the recent tensions between the U.S. and Iran, currently in talks regarding Iran's nuclear program. Recent data also showed a surprise 600,000 barrel reduction in oil inventories, leading to potential supply concerns going forward. In addition, OPEC recently reaffirmed its decision to pause production increases through at least March in order to help support the crude market. So with oil and other commodities seeing upward pricing pressures, the Fed may be hard-pressed to cut interest rates again anytime soon. In fact, a few Fed governors have actually hinted at the possibility of rate hikes if inflation remains above the Fed's 2% target. For this week's featured insight, know thyself. Investing isn't just about knowing how to pick the best stocks or sectors or even asset classes for that matter. It's really about ensuring that you create a portfolio where you don't make mistakes, or outsourcing that job to someone else who can do that for you. Most investors, whether it's in stocks or mutual funds, will get pushed into making poor decisions by the market because their emotions get them to sell or buy at an inopportune time. For example, you may buy a great stock, but if you panic and sell when it drops 20%, only to miss out when it then turns around and rallies by 200%, what good did it do you? Many investors underperform the investments they invest in because they buy after prices go up and sell after prices go down. Bottom line, build a portfolio that will insulate you from your emotional biases. It's easier said than done, but that's the key. Looking ahead, NVIDIA earnings report. Well, the chipmaker NVIDIA is going to be the big news of the week next week, scheduled to report its fourth quarter fiscal 2026 results after the market closes next Wednesday. Now, analysts are expecting revenue of approximately $65.6 billion and earnings per share of $1.52. Of course, expectations are always high for this company, and the stock is likely to sell off unless the actual numbers are significantly higher than expectations. The earnings revision trends for the company have been improving for the past few quarters, as CEO Jensen Huang seems to be running out of new superlatives to describe the level of chip demand. The stock hasn't really gone anywhere, though, for the past 6 months, trading in a fairly tight range around $180 a share. Now, it would be hard to bet against the company delivering positive news for investors yet again, and I'm guessing CEO Jensen Huang still has a few more tricks up his sleeve. Once again, I'm John Stewart. Thank you for watching The Investor's Edge.
The Investor's Edge, Market Insights with John Stewart, is brought to you by Farmers Trust Company.